You have to cut that off.
We're just getting in our 5 years here so we can get our 2 acres and a mule and live next door to Ron White. Everybody's got a million reasons to blow your brains out with Ricky Warden and Dave Jarvis.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Tonight, we have our very special guests, the Dead Dog Barn crew. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
Tell the people who you are.
I'm Roger Predactor.
Hello, Roger Predactor.
My name is Ben Davis.
Hello, Ben Davis.
Man, thank y'all very much for coming on the show. We are very sorry that we were running a little bit late, but we're going to make up for it with sheer audacity. Y'all like that?
Fuck yes. Thank y'all for having us. We appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. Now, for the people that are in the Metroplex that don't know, Dead Dog Barn is one of the best kept secrets in Dallas because it's so far south, you don't even realize it's still Dallas. Y'all been putting on shows for 17 years, 18 years?
I would call it around that number. We started in 2004.
Nice. And y'all are more seasonal. Y'all do the more of the spring and then usually like a Halloween or a Thanksgiving type deal.
Well, you could say that, but that's not typically anymore. We don't follow any rules at this point. We don't have anything on the calendar. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Punk rock as ever. Well, that's good because y'all are able to subsidize with Behind the Red Car, which is your own podcast.
Correct. So with the impending doom of COVID back in 2020, that kind of put the kibosh on the shows for a lot of people because everybody was scared to leave the house. So Roger here came up with the idea of, hey, why don't we keep supporting local bands but do it a different way? And that's kind of how BTRC came about, was let's just have the band out. So it's just us, just the band, not a whole crowd of people. It's a lot easier to deal with, honestly. And we get a lot better. Hey, I see Blah up there. We get a lot better product out of it too. So it benefits us and it benefits the band. And that's kind of how that came about. So the shows have kind of become back burner material. We still like doing them. And we're talking about doing maybe some BTRC showcases down the road, maybe later on this year once we get past filming this season. But yeah, it came out of Roger's love for supporting local bands. I'm in a local band, and it just fits.
Nice. So you're in the middle of the season?
We are in the middle of filming the season. We've filmed 3 so far. We're going to try to get at least 6 or 7 before we start dropping them.
Can you tell us who the guests are, or are you keeping it a secret?
We're going to keep it secret because we've got some pretty big ones this season. We're not sure if we're going to do the biggest one first or last yet, so we don't really want to give anything away yet or make any promises that we end up changing later.
Smart. Very good. Well, some of the episodes that are available are there's a great one with Hedonistic Punk Vatos. I love that one. Ray Herrera is one of the coolest dudes in the world. You did another one with Katie Lynn as well, who was on our show a few weeks ago. Marvelous. Nice. And also Stumbleweed County, man, they are favorites of ours from way back. How'd you get them?
They are friends with Randy Roy from Raid. When I got Raid in, he was one of our real first bands that did the Behind the Red Car. And he says, man, I got some other bands that'd love to come check you guys out. And I got the Stumbleweed County, but then their other band, Burning Mary, both bands, same guys. They don't even change it up any. I'm like, shit, man, that's pretty awesome.
Just different music, and both iterations are pretty fucking awesome. We enjoyed them both.
Yeah. Tell us about the barn. Like, what
shout out to Randy Roy. Hop on anytime you like, Randy, and join the party. Okay,
come on in, Randy.
Oh yeah. Tell us about the barn as a structure. I mean, it's really It's really awesome.
Well, my grandpa built the barn. I would call it somewhere around 1950 or 60. I don't have an exact date of when that occurred. And I acquired the barn in 1998. And uh, like I said, took me till 2004. I was friends with G Funk from Three Quarter Ton, and I'd brought him out here, and I was like, man, it'd be cool to have a band out here in the barn, huh?
R.I.P.
Hell yeah.
And man, we put a show together, man. You know, we had 4 or 5 bands come out the first time, and we just turned it into a fucking thing.
Sorry, I'm disciplining children over here. Y'all can't see them all.
You're good. You're good. So your love of music has extended past 2004, of course.
Oh yeah. I mean, we did shows all the way up until like 2019. It was right before the COVID.
I think Halloween in 19 was the last show before COVID hit.
Something like that. We
Yeah.
were recording the shows while we were having parties, and I don't know. We were just trying to overdo it. You know, we didn't have enough staff to cover all the things that we really wanted to cover. You know, we wanted to, you know, host a party and at the same time, you know, record a band, and I don't know, it just kind of flopped out, and COVID was kind of a good thing for us. Gave us a good excuse to take a fucking break.
There you go. I believe one of the last shows there was the Dank CD release in 2019.
It was actually, that was the last show. And as I'm sure you recall, David, the turnout was less than impressive, and we were not happy with it.
But it was before that one. I mean, the last several years, the shows have been backing off. I don't have a lot of fucking expenses to make these parties happen. And when I walk away and can't even put $1 in my pocket, I mean, it's like, fuck. I'm not trying to make profit, but then again, why should it cost me a couple $100 fucking dollars to throw the party and everybody else pays $5?
Yeah, it seems like the unfortunate
Ben works his ass off recording all this shit. We get people over here. I've had Ben fucking pay people to run cameras. I'm like, come on, dude. I can't. I feel bad because I can't pay you. Fuck, man.
The unfortunate reality of the situation that a lot of folks seem to don't understand, and there's a lot of, you know, personal issues with that, with, you know, longtime friends and things like that. It's like, come on, man, let me in. It's like, dude, we spend money to make this happen. And it's just like any other spot. You know, you go to any bar to go see your favorite local band, there's a cover fee. And there's too much of the attempted guilt trip, I guess. and people get in here for free, and it's like, guys, you know, you wonder why we don't do this as often, or they're not as big and bombastic as they used to be back in the day. That's why.
But no, besides the whole money thing, that's not the issue. The people. I mean, used to, this place would be filled to the gills, man. I mean, butts to nuts. I mean, seriously, it was full. And when it quit being full, I mean, I don't want to sweat my ass off in the middle of wintertime with all these sweaty, stinky son bitches. But I mean, come on, man. We can't get 100 fucking people out here. Fuck, we're doing something wrong.
Did you notice like when it started dropping off?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I noticed. Fuck. When we started partying, man, we were having kegs. And I mean, we went through a fuckload of kegs. And when, you know, the cops were giving us shit because, you know, other clubs were trying to get going, and, you know, we'd have 500 people down here on a Saturday night, and that's 500 fucking people that ain't in Deep Ellum. And those clubs were getting mad, you know. And I got told by somebody that was close to the city saying, hey, you know, they're watching you. And so one time when the cops came in here, they shook me down pretty good. And so I quit serving beer, and I made it 21 and up, BYOB. And that right there was the cliff we jumped off of.
Wow, that's fucking wild, man. So are you saying that you can't do like keg parties are out?
No, it's total strictly BYOB, 21 and up, man. I hate it. People got
What
kids that are 19 and 20, and I'm like, fuck, let's
were
do it.
you
But we
charging
don't
like?
drink.
Were you charging like the Dank show? Were you charging $10 or $20 entry and then
Oh
free
shit,
beer?
man.
$5, bro.
Five fucking dollars every
Okay.
time.
Was the beer free? That's what I'm getting at. Or were you
Okay,
selling it?
back then, what we would do back then, we'd say $5 gets you in the door, and here's a cup. Then you go to the bar, and there's 4 girls working the kegs, and tip your girls when you get a beer because you're getting it for free.
Mhm.
And the girls would just put all their money together, and we'd go buy more beer as the kegs ran out. I mean,
Man, that sounds so badass.
I literally had 25, 30 fucking people that were like an army that made this thing pop. I mean, it was crazy back in the day. And it just happened naturally. It was not a it was not, I don't know, it was not hard to do.
Do you hope it can return to the good old days?
No, we can't never go back to that. It has to stay 21 and up and BYOB, and that's the price we're gonna have to pay. But one of my main expenses is a horrible one because I always have to rent a porta potty, and everybody hates fucking using the porta potty. And I'm working on building a restroom out back. I'm really sucking hind tit, if you will, being lazy and all that shit. But we're gonna have a restroom built one day, and hopefully we'll have a party again, and won't have that piece of shit expense.
That'd be nice.
Is Chronica Protocol playing any these days?
Man, so we have gone through so much since I think 2018 was our last show. Our drummer broke his ankle, had to have rods put in. Then he got healed up and ran himself over with his pickup truck and almost lost his foot, same ankle. Got healed up from that. Our second guitar player broke his wrist, both bones straight through on the left hand. So that set us back, and he's healed up from that. But we just recently added a third guitar player, a new member. So we are in the process of kind of catching him up. We have 26 songs, which is quite a bit for a local band, and 26 original songs, mind you, and only a couple of covers. So we're catching him up on all that material and kind of writing new stuff. We just put out technically our third album, but technically not. It's a compilation of both of the first 2 albums that we put out. They're just remixed and remastered because I feel like I have very much improved in my craft as far as being a mix engineer and a mastering engineer. So I felt like what we had released prior didn't really capture the magic of the band. And so I have vastly improved upon them, and we released those as what we call one big fucking album. It's on all the streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, Pandora,
Hey,
Peloton.
is our theme song on one of those albums?
Yeah, it's a song called Shoehorn. That's the BTRC theme song that you see at the intro and here at the intro and outro. The Behind the Red Car is a song of ours called Shoehorn. So we just did that. We're catching him up. We're going to start recording new material. He's got some really great stuff. Some of the stuff we're about to put out here in the next year is going to be some of the heaviest shit we've ever written. We're one of those bands that's kind of all over the place. If you ask us what we sound like, we're going to say which song because they're all so different. But we are looking to try to get back into playing shows, but we're starting from scratch. We haven't played in 5 years, so haven't played live in 5 years. So it's going to be a minute. Probably going to be Arlington, Fort Worth, Tarrant County way. So we'll see. We'll be putting that out there.
Nice. Now, what did the inspiration for making a movie come about?
That was actually you and Mr. Hank. If I remember correctly, Raj, correct me, Dave, correct me if I'm wrong. But I recall one night we were doing something. It might have been one of the shows, or I think it was at y'all's CD release party in 19. And you guys approached us and said, "Hey, we had this idea for doing like a Blues Brothers styled movie. What do y'all think?" And so I took it and kind of developed a rough story, and then it just developed from there.
Okay, hold on. No, I remember now. We had Dank out, and it was 100 and something fucking degrees in the middle of July, and Hank was drinking that fucking tequila straight out of the freezer, and we were
My boy.
Oh, yeah.
I see the video playing there. Were you trying to play the music for us?
ATK.
I can if you want me to.
No, well, no, I was just.
I'm kind of waiting for my cue, just letting you
Yeah,
guys
all
know
good.
there it is.
I was just recalling where the story come from because I remember we were sitting here talking,
Go for it.
and I remember it was either Hank or Dave. One of them said, "I'm not going to name the person." But they said, if so and so can make movies, I bet y'all can too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I think we were talking about some Hollywood guy. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, that's where it came from. And
I just want to hear this song.
Go for it. That's the first recorded version of it.
Behind the red car. This is the podcast. There's the music. All right, everybody. There's the music. Chronic Protocol.
Chronicer. It's better than Chronic. It's Chronicer.
Oh, it's Chronicer.
When you can't think, what do you do? Are you dead in attempts?
I'm already high.
That's what I was going for. It's got that kind of reggaeton half-assed feel, you know.
How about that? There's StreamYard for you guys.
Yeah. Who have been some of your favorite guests on the show?
man, actually, that fuck, just put me on the spot. That band we had out here.
He's about to give away one of the new episodes.
No, the old one.
Well, hey, you know what? Before you do, I have something to say. I want to tell everyone, all our viewers right now, don't be, leaving the Dead Dog barn high and dry like some of these last shows just because we ain't got free beer here for you tonight. Get in here on the action. Get in these comments and make your presence known. Have a good time with us here tonight. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel here and support. Blow your brains out. So back at the Dead Dog Barn, you were telling us about your favorite, biggest, badass show there.
Well, if you want to talk numbers, I mean, that was years ago. That was like fucking 08 or 07, somewhere in that number.
Yeah.
For one of those big parties when I had like 8 bands and 2 stages.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Ben wasn't around back then. But yeah, those were...
I'd have strangled him if I was around back then.
Well, Roger, you're one of the few people that I know that has this story to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very unique. I'm, so fucking glad that you had these shows out there.
Man, yeah, we just wanted to have a good damn time and fuck all the nonsense.
It reminds me a little bit of Jerry Warden's Heavy Meadows. Way back in the day, man. Jerry Warden, promoter, Elmo Jones Productions.
Oh, yeah.
Way back in the day, man, we had a friend that had a house over here off of Mansfield Webb. And we built a stage and Pantera played, Boss Tweed, Big Cross. I can't remember who all played those shows.
Wow. Yeah, we haven't had no...
And it was the kegger thing, where it was, hey, $5 and all the keg beer you can drink.
Yeah, we haven't had no famous fucking people out here. I mean, as far as...
hey, none of those people were famous back then, bro. Those people became famous. Don't you fucking forget that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're there helping these kids and musicians become famous.
Like I said, we were go in a direction, it was fucking turn left and hit the highway or fucking stop and calm down. And, you know, we didn't have the money to get on the tollway. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
Do you think
I think-
social media fucked you up a little bit?
Not at all, man. It's just we weren't following the rules, man. You know,
Not
Yeah,
following
the music industry, you already said it without laying out all the details. The local music industry is very much managed.
Oh yeah, you're not even playing.
Yeah,
It-
just go try to play your guitar down in on Main Street in Deep Ellum now.
Good luck. Well, first of all, if you got the balls to go to Deep Ellum now, you got bigger balls than I do. Deep Ellum, I love Deep Ellum back in the day, as all of us I'm sure did, but it's not what it was.
Yeah, I
I'm
was just
scared to
making
go to Deep
I was
Ellum.
just making
I have
the
a fucking
point.
reason to.
I used to play out in front of the Deep End right on Main Street for hours at a time. I played all over Deep Ellum when I was, you know, doing my band, just practicing, rehearsing, playing guitar and singing. And a year went by, and I went back out there to practice because I make a lot of noise, right? And so I need a place to go make a bunch of noise without bothering people. And the owner of Java,
Java
the coffee,
Cantina.
the coffee bar there, man, came right out, and he was like, "Oh no, you can't do that anymore." And then a guy came up in a suit and was like taking notes, and I mean, it was weird.
That's rough.
I remember there was a rooftop bar out there in Deep Ellum.
Well, that's part of what you're dealing with, man. You said it, you know, you're taking business from other people, and this entertainment, even on a local level, or I should say, especially on a local level, is very much managed. And you got yourself caught right up in the middle of all that.
Yeah, I've never found a way to, you know, tell a band let's get together and make some money, because I mean, even if I said, you know, tell a band sell tickets, and I don't make shit off their tickets, and people can get in.
Roger,
I mean,
can I make a suggestion, man?
sure, man. I mean,
I think you tell the bands, hey, look, motherfucker, this is the coolest place you're ever gonna fucking play. You can get falling down drunk, and we'll just move you over, man. It's gonna be all right. If you don't leave till 7 in the morning, you know, it's get your people out here. There is no other place. This is the underground.
And I want to make very clear, when we say Dead Dog Barn, it's not a fucking joke. It's a barn. There's a pasture. People park in the pasture. If you absolutely are too fucked up to go home, I'm sorry about my language. Is that cool on this show?
You can say fuck.
Okay.
We have a goal of
You're
saying
fucking
fuck
good,
at
bro.
least 100 times.
All right, cool. Then I'm going to try and set a record this podcast. Start counting the fucks now. Here we go.
Like my record.
But no, if you get that fuck, we would prefer you don't leave. Sleep in your fucking car in the pasture and be safe. In the morning, when you wake up and you're more sober than you were by leaps and bounds, then you can leave. It's cool. The barn's locked up. Everything else around here is locked up, but you're cool.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Ben and Roger, you guys have something extremely unique. You know, I know if I were in a position where I was going out seeing bands regularly, man, this is, you know, this is my kind of place. This is my kind of venue. Man, who's got money? I'm not going to mention the bar, but I was at a bar last week and someone was ordering a shot of like Jack Daniels, $8 fucking.
Jesus.
Wait a minute, man.
Actually, that's cheap for a bar shot.
now, where you
couple-
guys? You're over there in Fort Worth, right?
Arlington.
Yeah.
What's that place in Las Colinas? The Verizon.
Verizon Theater.
Yeah, we went out there, man, and they're like cashless. You know, it's totally fucking.
Oh
credit
boy, that's
cards,
just getting rough.
And the beers were $15 fucking, man.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
so that's it. I'm gonna say it one time, and I'm not gonna bring, or one more time, I'm not gonna bring it up again. is I'm a marketer, so it's a little bit of that, but man, you guys are underground. You just gotta slap some sense into your friends and some of these bands, and you know, reiterate, look, dude, this is underground. This is not Deep Ellum. This is not $8 a shot for fucking Jack Daniels. You know, this is the underground. So quit fucking around. Get your band, get your fans, get out here. Let's fucking do this shit right.
We've had people show up with truckloads of liquor, man. I mean, it's, you know, we've had people that bring the party, bring coolers full of shit, and I mean, just have a good old time about it. But I mean, like I said, it's not about profit. We don't give a shit about profit. I mean, we just want to walk away from it knowing we did a good thing, and a lot of people had fun. I mean, we'd like to make a thing where we could record the band and some of the audience and get the whole experience, bring the real experience to the people that can't make it to the party, you know?
And see, this is where
everybody
the nitty-gritty. Go ahead. Sorry.
And it's cool that you were able to shift your resources to something that was more manageable while still preserving the essence of the local scene with your podcast, with showing other bands. And that's really cool. We need more of that.
Okay, want to cut in here. Randy Roy, he's chimed in the chats. He's stuck at the airport and cannot go live.
Airport.
He says, love the DDB and BTR raid. Thank you for listening, Randy.
We love Randy Roy, and it's real fucking sad he's not here. He was talking a big game about he was going to be here. We were really excited to see him, but you know, it is what it is. We love you, Randy. It's cool.
It is a great coincidence that he gets held up being wanded in the movie, and right now he's being held up being wanded at a fucking airport.
All right, so the movie.
Getting those testes checked.
Hey, where's Pud? I know he.
God damn, boy, what is that you carrying there?
Dave, you remember Pud from the movie, right?
I love him.
Okay, man. I believe he's here somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't have my eyes on him at the moment.
Pud.
Pull his Pud. Hey, there the fuck he is. Anyway,
there you are.
Put him on for a minute. I gotta go check the grill out, and
we're out here grilling, doing what we do. Well,
cool. Welcome.
How about that? Roger, we're gonna take a break and go check the grill, and we got Pud joining the show right here to blow your brains out, baby.
Holy shit! Welcome, bro. I don't think I've ever seen you without a hat on. That is insane. You look good. You look good, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
So
yeah, man.
The movie, Dave and Hank and I will have to have a conversation a little bit later on after this, but we think it's just about ready to go. It's probably going to be. I have submitted it to Amazon, and unfortunately, we do not have a diverse enough cast for their taste, so they will not be taking it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
but YouTube, Rumble, other places, we will go ahead and put that up there and be sharing that out soon once we make that final decision. But man, had the Jarvi, the brothers Jarvis not approached us about this, we probably wouldn't have ever done anything like it. And quite frankly, I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, it's the way it was done is awesome.
It took us a year and a half to shoot it, but
yeah. You will notice the changes in facial hair length on my part in particular. Like there are some scenes where I'm like clean shaven and you can see how fat my neck is, and then other parts where I look like Grizzly Adams, and it's like this is all supposed to take place over like 6 hours. So somehow I got lost in the desert and came back, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it's all good, Dave.
I mean, it happens. It was quite honestly, it was kind of a thrown together project. We tried to plan it out, but trying to plan out stuff with God, that many people. I mean, we had, between crew, actors, and everything else, there's 30, 40 people involved. And trying to do that without paying anyone is pretty absurd.
Yeah, but the cast of characters was very colorful, I must say.
Yeah,
and I think it's turned out very well. So we can't wait for everyone to see that. We'll definitely have to revisit this on y'all's show after we release the movie and people have a chance to watch it.
Oh, you better believe we will.
We'll watch it here. How about that, everybody? Let's watch the Dank Dead Dog Barn movie right here and talk about it.
It's called A
right.
Night with Dank. It's about 47 minutes long, so you cover it in an hour.
Oh yeah, and
Or
with
less than that.
with special guest appearances from Katie Lynn Band, Stumbleweed County, Randy Roy, Ray from Hedonistic Punk Vatos, Brandon Stormborn.
Hey, Ray, hop on here, baby.
Apparently, he works at night, so he's not able to join us. That's the unfortunate problem of doing this on a Wednesday evening. But hey, soldier on through.
Hey,
Yeah.
I own 2 freaking companies and I'm here. I don't want to hear excuses. That's bullshit.
Shit.
I worked until after 8 today, and I'm here.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you were here like a champ. And
He
I do
was-
this because this is my favorite part of the week. That I love.
Yeah.
I love talking to people in the scene and sharing their experiences. So thank you very much for sharing with us.
And again, thank you guys for having us because we do what we feel like is a thankless job. I mean, we know we have some friends in the scene and bands that really enjoy coming out here and doing this, but ultimately we're terrible promoters. We really are. I abhor social media for the most part. I shouldn't.
Good
but I
reason.
do.
No, social
Yeah.
media sucks.
And so because of all that, I am no fucking good at promoting. And Roger's kind of the same way. He's like, meh. So we're awful at promoting. So anyone willing to talk to us, to give us a shout out, whatever it is, we are super appreciative of it. So we cannot thank you guys enough for having us on.
Oh, the
Anytime.
pleasure's all ours, man. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and y'all can come back anytime if you just want to chime in for 5 minutes, talk about some upcoming stuff, and then chime back out. We are basically the Opie and Anthony of local music.
Dude, I can chime in anytime. I have this full setup at home, so I can do this whenever. To be quite honest, I didn't realize you guys were doing this whole thing because again, I'm not a big social media nut, so I didn't realize this was a thing, and I'm glad I know now because anytime you guys need a guest or a fill-in or whatever, I can do this from home like that.
All right.
Beautiful. Music to our ears.
Yeah.
Pun intended. Now,
Full pun
now,
intended.
now another great mainstay of the barn is JoJo. I haven't seen him since, what happened. So how's he doing?
JoJo's pretty good. So this past Saturday, just since we're talking about random goings on, we threw a birthday party for my wife who turned 30. Excuse me,
Happy
38 on the
birthday
first.
to 38 wife.
And I went and spent about $400 on Wagyu steak at a Japanese market.
Dang.
Oh, dude, it was the best.
Delicious.
It better be for $400. God damn.
Well, we got like
Well,
11 steaks. It was 10 American A3s and 1 Japanese A5.
and that was delicious.
And it was amazing. But so Roger and I are cooking. We had some other folks over that were kind of helping, throwing in on the cooking until I got down to the A5 and I was like, no, I'm doing this myself. It's 2 minutes per side. All 4 sides. Boom, 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 boom. Like, anyway, JoJo sitting here eating some of this $130 Japanese A5 Wagyu steak. I've had better at the barbecue place around the corner. No, you haven't, you liar. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. JoJo's a big meat critic. Anyway, he's not here right now. We do have the actor Ronnie who plays Doodle in the movie. We have him here.
What's up, Ronnie?
Rondo, come around here
What's up,
for a minute.
Doodle?
Oh,
Trade off with Ronnie for a second.
What up, Doodle?
He's coming around. Doodle. They want to see the doodle.
Ah,
There he
that's
is.
the
You're
dude.
right up on it. You got
He's
that cigarette out your mouth.
Doodle because just dude isn't enough.
There he is. There's Doodle.
what's up?
Ronnie, man, so good to see you, bro. How you been?
No, not too bad about yourself.
Quite well, man. The dude, I'm not gonna lie, you steal the movie. Like every scene that you're in, you are just so magnetic and funny. I cannot
Awesome.
wait for America to see the greatness that is Ronnie Shirley.
I appreciate that. It was all fun until I got kicked in the face by a cow.
That sounds fun, actually. So, did it make
Spoilers.
the movie?
Uh,
Spoiler.
It was a great experience. Hell, I loved it.
yeah. So what you been up to, bro?
Shit, same old shit, different day. Trying
Yeah?
to live.
Yeah. Anything new, interesting, exciting?
No, not really. The same old thing, another day.
Cool. So is there a follow-up movie starring Doodle? Because Doodle could have his own side mission.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we could. That'd be a good
Super Doodle.
idea.
You know how Get Him to the Greek was like an offshoot of Saving Silverman or whatever the fuck. You know, you could have like get him to the barn.
Hell yeah.
I like that idea. I'm gonna start writing tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then Dank could be the voice of reason, and he's the fucked up one, and we have to somehow manage to get him to the barn.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Boy, I see that one. That'd be. Oh shit! Here we go. Oh, here we go. All right, we got something special coming for y'all asses here in a second.
Oh, we got
Now we're
Frodo in
talking.
the house. Shit.
Oh, don't tell him yet.
Oh my lord!
All right.
No.
Let him.
No!
All right.
My sweet Lord.
Oh, dude! Yeah!
Hallelujah.
Roderick, come over here.
Welcome, Froderick, to the party.
Hey, yeah.
Froderick.
Oh, yeah.
This is Doodle's mule that brings his stuff to him. Oh, where'd he go?
Oh yeah, he's got a big old fat sack.
Yeah. Wait till you see the movie. It's a big fat sack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a big old black sack too.
dude, that montage was just great with shooting guns and everybody having the chills and shit.
Oh man, it's good stuff. And Dave, I gotta say, your performance is by far the best in the movie because
Yeah.
you just, for whatever reason, took to everything I threw at you, and I said, "Hey, I want you to do this. Here's how this is written," and you just went for it. It was amazing. I cannot compliment you enough on your performance.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
The-
My number one concern is entertaining the people.
Yeah.
You do. For when the movie comes out, you folks are gonna see Dave is an amazing. I don't want to say stunt man because that's not entirely accurate, but he takes some pratfalls that are pretty fucking
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There were no take twos because that would have hurt really
Yeah,
bad.
No, man. Everything you did in the first shot, it was perfect.
I think there was one scene that wasn't even used, but like I was supposed to eat like some LSD infused chocolate, and I just dropped right on the ground.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I remember that.
And
good
then
stuff.
I went down and I had like white pants and I got grass stains all over them. And then for the rest of the movie, I got these grass stains and people are like, where did those come from? And it's like, that's one of the mysteries that's the genius of the movie, man. We're layered.
It's intellectual.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
No,
We go deep
Go
within the cockles.
It's you right in the cockles, right underneath the hat. No, but the other amazing thing is I wrote a proper script for this movie. 80% of it went out the fucking window. Most of the movie is ad-libbed, and it still came together pretty damn well. It was pretty impressive.
The naturally talented Dave Jarvis coming through.
Absolutely.
Nah. I do well when I'm surrounded by talent, and so it was easy for me working with these guys.
Yeah, well, it helps to have it. The first thing that Dave Jarvis and I did together, or one of the first, I saw his band play a couple of times, but when Dave and I first met and like did something together, it was make a promotional video. And Dave, I could tell right away, you know, this guy's so fucking talented. I knew you were.
Oh,
And now-
stop it.
And now look, here you are, the star of this movie. I'm really excited for this movie, man. When's it coming out? Do you know when it's coming out, Dave Jarvis? Do we have an idea at all?
That's all on them. Whenever they're ready, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Are we talking?
Shit takes time.
Do y'all know?
A movie release, Roger. I'm not being
Yeah,
pushy
that's-
here. I was just asking.
Yeah, that's probably going to be I don't know, technical issue. We don't really have a I don't know. I was thinking, I hadn't told Ben this yet, but man, if y'all support it and tell him as a joke, it might be kind of funny. When he comes back, 'cause I don't know.
Yeah,
where
let's
it's
do
fucking
it.
at.
We're down.
But,
Let's go.
I was gonna say let's release it in like a minute 20-second on TikTok. Like I don't know, like be 100 of them, 100 TikToks. Release it in like minute segments on TikTok.
Oh yeah, that's the new way to do it in 2023. You don't want to release the whole thing. People don't have the attention span.
No, I don't even have a fucking TikTok. I don't know what TikTok is, but Ben's anti TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, people don't have the attention span, Roger, to watch a whole fucking movie. Yeah, I'm not shitting you. I know what I'm talking about, dude. I got TikTok. Do you TikTok?
Hey, look, Ben can't hear us. Here he is, right here, and I'll let y'all tell
They're
him.
talking all kinds of shit.
Let him tell him.
Dave's right. He's got the best idea. Tell him, Dave.
Sorry, I had to dip out for a second. My bad.
You're good. So we're thinking like we release this movie in like minute 20 increments on TikTok.
I'll send it to you. I am not downloading TikTok.
Let's just do it that way.
Yeah, people don't have the attention span to watch a whole movie, Ben.
No, you're right. People's attention spans are as long as my
Yeah, it's like
string.
it's like music. You can't even release a full record anymore. You have to release this movie in like TikTok format.
Hey, we can do it, but I'm gonna have to send it to Dave or Hank or somebody. Oh well, no. What am I talking about? It's not gonna be Hank. It's gonna be Dave.
It would
I'll
have to
send
be.
it to Dave and he can do it.
It would have to be in snippets.
Oh, but also let's be honest. Hank's the star.
Oh man, dude.
Hank's always the star.
Hank freaking kills it. And it was so funny because in some of the early shoots, he was getting so flustered and upset with things. But those are some of the best takes we got out of him. When he was getting real upset and real just pissed off because stuff wasn't going the way he wanted or the way we wanted or whatever was running long.
Hey, you're saying drunk wrong.
Huh?
You're
Drake?
mispronunciating drunk.
Pissed
said no
off.
such
No, I mean
thing.
drunk. I mean that too. He'd show up and he'd be an hour early for the shoot, and by the time we shot, he was gone. There'd be bottles decimated, but no, he did actually amazingly well, and those takes that we got out of him were just great. I've got a lot of cut footage and takes that are never going to see the light of day, where he was doing it, but it didn't have the believable emotion behind it. And then when he'd get pissed off or whatever, because he was getting to where he was just done for the day, is when we got the best shit out of him. It was amazing. It blew my mind.
Yeah, you always got to test his limits.
Yeah, we did. To a degree anyway, we did. And it worked. But yeah, you guys are just amazing. And it, again, for having a proper script written and 80% of it going out the window, it came out pretty damn well. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, half the people working on this thing or better were not good with reading scripts, memorizing lines. Like the gist of it, the story gets across no matter what. I feel like the story, it's not easy to follow, but it's not a Quentin Tarantino movie either. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it. People know that we're silly. We're all silly people, so they know that this is what this makes so much sense
Yeah.
for Dank and Dead Dog Barn that this is the product that we would come out with.
exactly.
And it would also be expected.
Yeah, it very much fits, like you said, the dynamics of Dank and us, and it was a perfect fit, and I really hope we can do another one. We're gonna put this out,
Yes.
and I don't care if anyone watches it or not. We're gonna do a follow up in some way, shape, or form. I think it'll be awesome.
Oh, they're gonna watch it. We're gonna make
Dave,
them.
I honestly, I would love to have you as like second director or something to that effect on the next one, because I really feel like that would help the project. Like you seem to really grasp everything, and like you said, it's all silly, it's all in good fun. And the way my brain works doesn't always translate well to what we're trying to do, because a lot of how this turned out had to do with you and with Roger, and some with Hank as well, giving directions on once we were done shooting with editing and that type of thing. So having that input while we're shooting goes a long way as well. So that's
Yeah,
something
man.
we'll discuss later on.
We'll grow
Very nice.
together.
Exactly.
I'll rub you. You rub me. We'll all just rub each other.
Wieners in hand and all.
Now, why?
Together we're one happy family.
How could
Yeah.
now both of y'all stayed behind the camera? None of y'all want to be in front of the camera?
I mean, much like the way we did this one,
Oh
Dave.
wait, no, I'm sorry. You were totally in the movie.
Yeah, you
You and
were
Rod,
absolutely
you and Roger had scenes that were just wonderful.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I don't mind being on camera. I have no problem doing it, but I don't feel like I'm much of an actor. If I don't have a guitar in my hands, then I don't feel like. Now it's something we're gonna try to correct with the BTRC stuff, the behind the red car stuff. The shows are kind of evolving a bit. We're trying to come up with things to fill the gaps. Like right now, if you watch a lot of our episodes leading up to now, it's intro, band plays a song, interview, band plays 2 songs, done. There's a couple of exceptions to that rule, but not very many. And I kind of want to start separating those last 2 songs, because we want to keep people's attention, keep people entertained, do things. We've got some things that we filmed within the last couple of years that I'll probably start throwing in there. Pud's got a bit called Pud's Parlor, where he discusses nonsense that if you have
as
any
he calls nonsense.
if you have any common sense at all, you can see that that's complete bullshit, but it's supposed to be funny, silly. So
Oh, dude, I would love that.
yeah. So we're gonna start kind of using some of that and throwing that in there. But Roger and Brandon Stormborn, as you mentioned earlier, came up with an idea that they want to get me on camera some more, because like you mentioned, I'm not on camera much. I'm not. I'm John Cena. You can't see me. So they came up with this idea because I wear a vest when it's cold. I've got a leather jacket. I have fedoras. So they decided they wanted to do this Marty McFly from Wish thing, like wish.com. So we'll start working on those hopefully soon. And so we'll start throwing those in there and kind of make it a series. There's stuff. I don't mind being on camera, but I don't feel like anyone really wants to see me on camera. It's a personal thing, but I don't have any problem with it.
Now, is this all going to be under the banner of Behind the Red Car, or?
Yeah, they'll be. My intention is to use them as gap fillers on Behind the Red Car episodes. So, like, as you watch each episode of Behind the Red Car, there will be one bit and it'll continue the story. So you got to watch like a whole season to find out how the story goes.
Nice.
But we haven't settled on that. That's what I want to do. Roger and Brandon have different ideas. They want to make it an independent series on its own. On our channel on YouTube, The Barn, I guess I'll have to get y'all the link because if you search The Barn on YouTube, a bunch of shit comes up. But we've got several playlists of different things. We've got a whole section of other bits that are just random nonsense crap that we've filmed over the years.
Basically a blooper reel.
So no, they're just other bits. But well, their idea is to make it a whole series in and of itself. So we might make a different playlist or put it on there or something like that. But I want to use it for Behind the Red Car. So we'll see what happens. We haven't started filming those yet, but we'll see. I'm gonna arrive in an Amazon box and they're gonna open me up and put me on a shelf. And in Back to the Future 1, he had a 19. It's so funny because he was supposed to be in 1955, but he was playing like a 62 Gibson ES335. So the whole period thing is fucked up. But I've got a new ES335. It's like blue instead of red and no Bigsby tremolo. So it's totally fucked. But I'll be wearing stuff that's like similar: vest, leather jacket, fedora, wrong color guitar, the whole thing. And I'll say Back to the Future lines that are all fucked up. You know, like
Yeah, make it.
he didn't have
nonsensical.
Jordans on.
He had the walking air.
He had Nikes on.
Yeah, it was Nikes.
But it wasn't, yeah, it was low top fucking Nike. But
Yeah.
I'll have like Pumas or something, so it's like similar but not. Anyway,
Your jacket
but
is
yeah,
now
we have ideas.
Adidas.
Bebas. I want to give a shout out to Stephen He real quick, just because I don't know if anyone watching this knows about that guy, but if you don't, look him up. Stephen He, STEVEN space HE. That cat is fucking funny. If you
Yeah.
have not seen him, go watch him. He's hilarious.
Not wrong.
Now, with Back to the Future, Marty went back in time and taught Chuck Berry how to play rock and roll. Are you
Yes.
are you going to go back in time and teach Dirk Diggler how to fuck?
Oh my god! See, that's a good idea. This is how you do it. And then walk away. Like,
Okay,
then walk away and leave.
Okay.
Right, three thrusts max, and then spit on it and walk away.
No, I'll tell
Make
you,
sure you
Dave,
get it on her face. She'll love that.
I'll tell you right now, Dave. The vest, the black vest that he's wearing right now. Anytime I see him wearing it, without thought, hesitation, or question, I go, "What'd you do, kid? Jump ship?" Every time.
Right, he wants
So-
a tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have stuff in mind. We have things down the pipeline. We just haven't started working on them yet because, quite honestly, thankfully, the next 2 weekends we're filming bands, which is good. We've got one. Okay, so one spoiler I'll give for this season. We do have Hedonistic Punk Vatos coming back
Yes.
May to film. They're going to do a second episode. We would love to have bands back, but we're always looking for bands we haven't had before. And this season we've got one that's a long time staple of the barn. They're just excuse me, getting back together, coming back around, doing new stuff. One of them we'd never worked with before that was amazing. And we've got some outtakes we're going to put up of theirs that are just fucking mind-blowing. HPV, oh, that sounds bad. Hedonistic Punk Vatos
Yeah,
coming back
that
in
did
May
sound bad.
and a couple others, but we would like to get probably 2 or 3 more for this season. But we'll see what happens. So any bands watching this want to, get some free fully studio mix and mastered audio and 3 camera angle video done, hit us up. Facebook.com/behind the red car. You can send us a message. We can get you on a schedule. But once we get to June, we're going to be kind of done with filming so we can get everything put together and start dropping the episodes over the remainder of the year. I do have this idea, though, towards the end of summer, kind of want to do a BTRC showcase. We might get 3 or 4 bands, maybe 5 tops that have been on the show already, come out and play a big show, but that's not confirmed yet. So we'll kind of keep that in our back pocket for now, but we're talking about it.
Iron Jaw might be a good band for you.
Man, tell them to hit us up or put us in contact or whatever.
I'll
And-
We're open to
and-
anyone.
And for everybody out there, we have the link, the YouTube link for the Barnes channel on the Blow Your Brains Out group. Not the profile, but the actual group that's all in caps. So that should be one of the more recent ones. So yeah, we definitely we promote everybody that's on here. And if you've got music, send it our way. We will play the shit out of it.
Dude.
Word.
I was wondering, is Sin going to be a part of the festivities?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to him personally in quite some time. I'm not sure about Raj. Hey, Raj.
Hey, this is
Doing
the
other stuff.
Barn YouTube channel right here.
Yes, that's the right one.
There's the videos.
Yeah, we
So
got BTRC.
everybody looking for the Barn or the Behind the Red Car podcast, it's the Barn 6342.
Gotcha.
122 subscribers. What's up with that? See this right here? That says subscribed, and there's a black bell. That means I hit notify all motherfuckers.
We need to up that subscriber count because
Damn right.
we are well, I say we, I haven't told Roger about this yet, so y'all are the first to hear this. I'm looking into setting up a merch store for us, doing t-shirts and shit like that. But I want that subscriber count up just a
Hey
little
Ben,
bit more.
you need to tell these
Good.
bands to help you out a little bit, man. You should, with the way you've got a lot of content on here, and you just should have more than 100 and whatever subscribers.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, dude. You know what? The most watched video is the fucking Hedonistic Punk Vatos video. Those
Oh, yeah.
cats shared the shit out of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
They
dude,
were proud of that.
dude, Ray's fucking awesome, man. I love that guy.
There you go, everybody. The Vatos.
Yeah.
Now, is Sin doing his videos with y'all, or is he doing a separate thing? Because I know
Okay.
every now and then he'll post videos.
The way that works is he comes over here, I film it, I do basic, and I mean basic editing. I cut it all together. I color the green screen out for him so his stupid phone app can do it right. I send him the basic edited videos and he does the rest. So I don't put my name on those. I don't want my name on those. I'm not knocking him, but he does everything through his phone. And to me, that's not the kind of quality product I want to put out.
Youch.
I'm just being honest. I
agree.
I don't do shit through KindMaster. I don't do anything on my phone. Every now and again, I'll film something on my phone. Like there's some bits for BTRC that like I'll film it on my phone, but I have a expensive ass phone. It's not an iPhone. It's better than an iPhone because I'm not an iPhone zombie.
Better
Anyway.
than I know. I love it.
But anyway, occasionally I'll film a short clip of something with my phone. But he does everything on his phone because he doesn't own a computer. I'm not a fan of that. That's not my kind of quality. Like
It's not your best.
you're seeing us right now. We're streaming in 4K at 60 frames a second. I've got a mixer set up, podcast mics. Like I don't fuck. Despite Roger's comment earlier, I don't half-ass shit.
We need more microphones.
So
Oh no, you're doing it right.
So that's not. So I try to I film it for him and I do very basic editing and then I send it to him and whatever happens. That's where I'm at. That's why I don't put my name on it. I don't put my company is called Always Evolving Productions. Anything we do for the barn, any music videos I do, any recording I do, any of that, it's all Always Evolving Productions.
Got it.
When my band puts out records, it's always evolving.
It's always under that banner.
Always evolving records. So that's been my thing for years now. And that's what I do. But I don't put any of his stuff. I love Sin. Don't get me wrong. He's a good guy. When I hand it to him, whatever he does, it's not on me.
Hey, at least he's doing something with it. And at the same time, Ben, you're kicking ass and taking things to doing shit right. So good to you.
Yeah.
I've invested too much time and too much money. It just I don't care if anyone ever knows my name. Like I really don't. I'm not out for fame. I just want to do what I do. And if I can make any money at it, great. If not, fine. I love doing what I do.
Yeah, that's kick ass.
You always take pride in what you do.
And y'all certainly do. Do you feel that Shred takes as much pride in his work as y'all do?
Shred has a different approach. I've known the cat for a long time, and that I love that cat. I really do. But he's got a whole different approach. We used to be in business together, and how do I put this?
Don't just exit. Don't do it. Just
No. We don't have the same
philosophy.
mindset or philosophy. There you go. We don't have the same philosophy. We go about our goals in different ways. So it wasn't a fit.
Rolling.
His audio guy, I trained from nothing.
I'm gonna make a video of this one day.
Rolling
when I was on my way out, he came to me and said, "Hey, I want you to teach me." So I taught him, and I'm super proud of that cat because he's come a long way from where he was when we started. From, like I said, from literally zero. That cat's come a long way, and we still talk shop quite often. And he does really well at what he does. And when I give him advice, he generally, at the very least, looks into it. And a lot of times I feel like I've helped him improve because as I learn something new, I pass it on to him. I've got no hate, no nothing there. I love those cats.
Is he still doing pull out and run?
No, they haven't done that in a while. Well,
aha! Now I'm
they're
putting it
still,
together. Thank you for bringing me around, Dave Jarvis. I'm back
Oh,
in
yes,
your
sir.
story now.
Oh, you know the show, huh?
Pull out and run. Yeah, my band, Mr. Freak and the Freak Show band. That dude was cool enough to interview us.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Was that Shred and Eddie?
Yeah, that's correct. Over at O'Reilly's.
Mhm.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
A long, like 10 years ago.
When I
9
first
years
started
ago.
associating with Shred, they were doing pull out and run out of O'Reilly's on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, that's what
My
it was.
bass
It was
player
one of
is
those
actually-
gigs.
My bass player is actually the one that introduced me to him because they've known each other for a long time. And that's how I got to know Shred. Was I would show up to O'Reilly's on Wednesday nights. I'd show up early before he got there. He'd show up, nobody else would be there, and I'd help him carry stuff in. And eventually I was like, "Hey, I know how all this shit works. I can help you set up." And he was like, "Oh, okay." He didn't believe me at first. I was like, "Oh, okay, but don't fuck my shit up." And I'd help him get everything working. He's like, "Oh, you do know what you're doing." And so I started doing that regularly for him, and that's how I kind of won him over. But yeah, I've known Shred for quite a while.
Of all the venues that have gone under in the last 3 years, I'm really surprised O'Reilly's is one of the ones that survived.
Dude, Ted and Karina, shout out to them. The owners of O'Reilly's, they've really tried hard. My only gripe, and I don't care who hears this, I know we're live on the internet. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling y'all right now.
No,
Good man.
Kim Polk
Flippity flop.
can eat a fucking dick. That bitch is the worst. Dave, you're laughing. You know what I'm talking about.
Dick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but that bitch does not like me personally. I know why she didn't like my other guitar player. One of the two, the original second guitar player. She'll like him because he turned her down for a fuck. I know that for a fact. I don't give a fuck who hears it. People can comment. I don't give a shit. He turned her down. She don't like me because I've always fucking turned my nose up at her because she's fucking gross, and I ain't hitting that, and I ain't cheating on my wife. She's a cunt, and because of that, we can't get back into O'Reilly's because she's booking them now. Like, I had my bass player who she likes hit her up and go, hey, we want to book a gig there. And she's like, well, you got to play these 97,000 clubs and draw 8,700 people at each club before I'll even think about letting you back on here. I'm like, well, we ain't playing O'Reilly's anymore.
Dang.
Because that sucks, dude. For 2 years straight, from 16 to 18, we were the largest drawing band at O'Reilly's. We played at least twice a month, and we made more money every show we played until the drummer got hurt and we had to stop. So that's really a fucking bummer because I love Ted and I love Karina, and so does the rest of the band. Those two motherfuckers are awesome. The owners of O'Reilly's are the shit. They love local music. They love what they do. They are awesome. Kim Polk's a fucking greedy cunt. Fuck that bitch.
I miss the Kleppers. Remember the Kleppers? They used to book for O'Reilly's.
Anna Laura. Yeah.
I miss them. You know, like they
Yeah,
broke
they were
up and then they stopped doing anything. And they were a good, friendly couple of faces every time we played there.
Yeah.
So I was sad to see them go.
Far as I know, they're both doing well because you're right. They split and there was some shit, whatever. I'm not gonna throw their shit out there, but they were both fucking awesome. There's no love lost there at all. I wish them both well. Whatever happened. It's their business. But yeah, I do. I'm with you. I miss them. They were fucking awesome.
Are there any venues that are still around that you'd still enjoy going to?
Man, fucking Mavericks in Arlington because it's close to the jam pad, and honestly, the drink specials are badass. The door fee's not terrible.
PA needs to be just a little louder, so.
Yeah, I don't know the sound guy, so this is not a personal attack, but whoever they got doing sound could use some work. But overall, Mavericks is pretty cool, and they kind of let whoever in. Your buddy at Elmo Jones, last I knew of, was booking there. I don't know if he still is.
Yeah, he is.
So
everybody contact Jerry Warden if he hadn't already.
Jerry,
Elmo Jones Productions.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Yeah. That's my brother. Jerry's my big brother.
Okay. All right. Now I'm doing the math and putting two and two together. Okay. I got it.
Yeah, you got to get these stories around.
But past
that, that's what I was talking about earlier. He did those heavy meadow shows just in a field, and we had 10 kegs, and cops are there, but they can't fuck with anybody because it's on private property. And so the police from all the different local cities and sheriffs and everybody had the whole street lined up, just.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, they were. And so we just told everybody, hey, we told you to make yourselves, bring some blankets and make yourselves comfortable. And sure enough, man, it's one of the craziest things about donut time, they all started kind of leaving little by little. And before you know it, all the cops were gone. People went home.
Yeah. All you can do is
again, donut time. That was like 6 or 7 in the morning.
But yeah, because Dallas has kind of died down and turned into, rap and emo and whatever else they do down there now. And we haven't played a show since all that really started going down. I couldn't tell you past that. I've been to Mavericks because if Dank's playing there, I go. Hank always gets me in trouble with the wife because it gets me too fucked up.
What a shock right there.
I know, right? Go figure.
Where's Hank?
Yeah, where is Hank?
Oh, it's a work night. He's asleep.
Hanky Panky couldn't hang.
Yeah, it's okay.
Damn.
He'll be all right by the weekend. Now, since we're talking with movie makers, I gotta ask: have you seen Megan?
Not yet. I want to. It actually looks good to me. There hasn't been much. in
It's
cinema
fucking
lately.
phenomenal, is what it is.
All right. See, that's what I thought. There has not been much in cinema lately that has really made me go, okay, I want to go see that. But Megan looks pretty dope.
But that's not a
Yeah,
movie.
and it's only
Yeah.
PG-13 that you can see it right now, but apparently an unrated version is coming to Netflix or it's coming to
Oh, see, I'm
streaming
gonna watch
anyway.
that. Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna watch it.
I've already seen the PG-13 one, and it's like the original RoboCop. You know how they would like show something really fucked up, and then like it would become like an ad for like
Yeah.
a game or for a TV show. Megan does exactly that, except updated, for the digital age. And it's mixed with that 2019 Child's Play where Mark Hamill played Chucky.
Oh,
Where the doll slowly becomes sentient and it's able to communicate to other devices. I don't want to give away too much, but it's fucking awesome, and the horror is actually pretty fucked up.
yeah.
They
I gotta see that.
Are
they
you
they
guys
kill
into-
they kill kids.
You guys into comedy? Obviously, did you watch the Chris Rock special over the weekend?
Oh, dude!
Hey,
Oh,
if
he
words
just
words hurt you,
ruined Will Smith. Just ruined him.
Oh yeah, I called him a bitch like 100 times.
Dude,
If-
the word bitch has never been so funny as when he said it like 23 times in a row.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
so fucking funny. And he's smart. He waits till the end to tell the whole story.
well, he
That's what I read.
builds it all up. And one of the coolest things he said is, if words hurt you, you need to be punched in the face.
I gotta see that. I can't. Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
All right, I gotta check that
Yeah,
out.
it was live Saturday night.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I haven't been that enthusiastic about a stand-up special in a while, but that was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And another movie that's getting a lot of really good reviews, this new Puss in Boots. Apparently, it's like a really good adult movie that happens to be animated. And I'm like, wait, the fucking cat from Shrek? But apparently they do it like Into the Spider-Verse with like
Really?
yeah, with different crazy animation and like adult themes, which is weird considering the modern sensibility of music of movies.
Huh.
Where everything is updated for modern audiences.
All right, I might have to check that out. I got the old Disney Plus. It's okay.
Yeah. Have you all
Normally I'm
seen
past
good
those
movies
things.
lately?
Oh man. Not really since which came out first, or I'm sorry, last. Spider-Man No Way Home or Ghostbusters Afterlife. Whichever one of those came out last, that would be the last good movie I saw.
I'm pretty
Like-
sure with Ghostbusters.
Yeah, either way, whichever one, those two movies are the last two really good movies I saw. Like both of those movies blew me. Like, I'll put it this way: with the Spider-Man, I have not been a Marvel movie fan. The whole Marvel franchise thing, I've been kind of meh on. But
He also likes Fast and Furious.
I haven't
did.
seen a single one of those.
Me
I
neither.
love them, but that's a whole different rabbit hole. But Spider-Man No Way Home was pretty fucking dope. I love that movie. It was good. And Ghostbusters Afterlife was I went in expecting garbage and I was overwhelmed at how wrong I
Oh,
was.
you're-
That
you're
movie
too
was
drunk
great.
right now. You're fucking drunk.
Dude,
You've had
you put
too many beers for a Wednesday night, man.
Paul Rudd in a hemorrhoid commercial. I'll watch it.
Dude, had nothing. Paul Rudd was such a small. I can't say such a small part. He was in about half the movie. He did good at what he did, but like it wasn't about that at all. It was about. I'm trying not to go No, you know what? Fuck it. It's been long enough. If you hadn't seen it, fuck you.
There you go.
The CGI of Harold Ramis, especially the end scene of the movie where he comes back to help his granddaughter fight fucking Gozer with the rest of the original crew. That shit was amazing. Me and the wife both cried in the theater. It was cried, bro. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Me and the wife both were sitting in the theater with our heads in our hands, fucking crying. It was.
I was
We're
so
watching Notebook or something.
No, I mean, I've never seen that movie in my life, and I will not.
No, I was pissed at the end of it because I'm like, finally the goddamn movie's starting, and fucking then it's over. Like, fuck this shit, man.
Dude, everything it did at the
Oh,
beginning
you need
was
another
amazing.
one of them, all right, cowboy.
No, I still got this fucking
Yeah, big old whatever that fuck that is.
Sapiro.
Sapiro Black. Shit's amazing. I'm a beer nerd / snob / whatever, and I'm pretty sure I was Japanese in previous life because I love everything about Japan and the beer and the
He
food,
likes
the
he likes
culture.
Goldschlager.
No.
He claims he's Japanese.
Joby wants to talk. Joby wasn't in the movie. He's not part of the crew, but he's been around the fucking barn forever.
Been around the barn.
He was even banned from this motherfucker for like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
And then he had to regain his privileges to come back.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you do? What'd you do, Joby?
You pissed off the wife. Tell him what you did.
Oh, I talk too much.
Yes. What do you talk about?
Man, everything.
What
What do you want to talk about, man? I'm here.
People's
Hey,
lives.
Just so you know,
I was anxious to get on this fucking microphone right now.
he just wants to talk. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, Joby.
What's up, buddy? Hey, what's up with Dank? Aren't you the one that had the dreads?
No.
No.
that's him.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not the one with the dreads?
No.
Hey,
That's
I'm
not
bad.
me.
So you're the one with the pistol in your hand? In that
No,
movie?
I'm the other guy.
All of that was Hank.
All right. Hey, where's that whiskey jug at, man? That's all.
Where's
Yeah.
that moonshine,
jug.
baby?
Hey,
Yeah, whatever happened to that jug?
I know, man.
It's
That's
still sitting over by that trailer where we left it.
Oh man. Hey,
Man, that's the biggest dick tease in the world because the fucking cork is broke off in the mouthpiece.
No shit. It's really broke off.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hank really broke it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey man, the other day I was down at the river bottoms. You know where Beltline and the river bottom is, Trinity River?
Yep.
You know what that's about?
I
Man,
know where it's at.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Man, this fucking hog, man, ran about 25 yards away from me. About a 400-pound hog.
Yeah.
And that shit scared the fuck out of me, man.
Hey,
yeah.
so I
His
just
did he attack your ass or was he running away from you?
Man, he was running away. But
Ha.
I'm glad because all I had was a fishing pole and a fucking beer can in my hand.
Shit, he
Man,
didn't want you to
that
beat
thing
his 400-pound ass.
Boy. And man, that thing, man, that thing would have been nice though if I had my 410 shotgun. I would have slugged his ass.
see what we're talking about with the talking.
Oh,
Frying that bacon, baby.
boy.
I'm
So,
hungry now.
I just saw you pull up something, and I wanted to ask Dave about this. So I'm going to ask him while we're sitting here on the podcast.
Yeah.
So how did the X610 chill come about? Like, your shit's pretty awesome, dude. It is. So how did that come up?
Oh, thanks, bro. Well, WTF shit canned me and stole my songs and became Lone Star Conspiracy. So just to prove that they ain't shit and that I actually, can bring it, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start making music by myself just to show everybody that these motherfuckers didn't write shit and they're going around talking about that they wrote that shit. And I'm over here like, yeah, no, I wrote that and then some. And have you noticed how their music sucks now that they don't have anybody to steal from? But
Working with the public, trying to take a piss while everybody asking me how much that is. Well, read it for me, Yoda. What those numbers represent? And then they pause for a second, say 99 cents.
How much that? How much
That your boy
is?
Hank right there.
How much
yeah.
that is?
No way.
But I had always been kicking around the idea of doing like a Nine Inch Nails type of project, but I was more influenced by the Gorillaz and Daft Punk, and then I saw this documentary on 3 6 Mafia, and I was listening to the music, and I was like, wait, I can make beats like that. So ever since then, I've been basically trying to do like an amalgamation of all the music that I haven't been able to do
Beats
with
like that.
There's a
with
tornado
them.
outside, so you rush the
Dude, I
fucking
would
line
love
for a
to
gun and cool lights. I'm not trying to judge, but I'm hungover as shit, and every word out your mouth is fucking mongoloidish, fake.
Dude, I'm already thinking
Those
of
kind of
lyrics in my head.
beats.
Hey,
Those kind of beats. Dave's a master of this stuff, Ben.
did you know Trent
Oh, no, I hear
Reznor is a composer?
Yes.
Trent
Yes, we knew
Reznor?
that.
Bo.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I shift between like making like stereo soundtrack type music and then making beats, and I've found a nice mix with all that.
Have you guys heard the song that he did with Katie Lynn?
Okay,
Yes, it is amazing. I love it.
It is amazing. It's a perfect
Thank you,
fucking
Joey.
song.
Well, thank
It's
you.
an amazing song.
kill that spider.
Whack
Well,
it.
somebody else have the mic.
But yeah, I've got 2 albums coming out this year.
Hell yeah.
Spider walk.
So I have a secondary question.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. What speaking of local music and all that, what distributor do you use?
I go through DistroKid, and it sends them out to all the main ones: Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then
So
A lot of that I didn't hear, but
shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
Yeah.
oh no, I was just saying, DistroKid is what I use, and that goes to Spotify and iTunes, Snapchat, and all the different distributors. And then I also have a SoundCloud account that I put everything that I'm not officially releasing. So if you want to hear what I'm working on, go to SoundCloud. If you want to know what I've already done, go to YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, whoever you prefer your streaming site.
So I have a little tip for everybody. I don't know if you know about this or not, but I've looked at Bandcamp and Live Nation and DistroKid and all of those. I ended up settling with dittomusic.com.
All right.
The reason being, you get all the same stuff with Ditto, iTunes, YouTube, Amazon, all that stuff. The only reason my band's new re-released album is not on Apple and Amazon and stuff like this because we have covers. So if you have cover songs and you're not paying for the rights, you can't put them up for download for money, right? So it's only got to go to streaming. But all the original stuff, the first 2 albums and our following recordings and releases will be on all of those. The first 2 albums are on all of those: iTunes, Amazon, etc. But oh Jesus Christ, Roger's got us on the background live, and it's fucking me up because there's a delay. Anyway, but I went with Ditto because for $20 a year, you can release as much music as you want: singles, albums, music videos, doesn't matter. And it goes to all the major platforms. So just a little tip: if no one's ever heard of it, or you've heard of it, thought about it, thought it maybe was something different, no. Ditto is my preferred for that reason. $20 a year, and you can put out whatever you want. It's amazing. way cheaper than all the other the venues. Like I said, DistroKid, Live Nation. Live Nation I've got
Is
an
it this ditto right here? Step into the future.
Yeah, Ditto
Yeah.
no. DITTO
Thank you.
music.com.
All right. That's why I was double checking because I was looking at that going, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, DITTO music.com.
Ditto.
And
I could
they've
crack a
done me
joke on
really
that.
well.
I
This
don't know.
last time around, the album cover I had designed had the if you're familiar with The Simpsons, Dr. Hibbert. Dr. Hibbert was on the cover and he had a speech bubble that said, "Now it's covers," because we'd never released it before, right?
No.
And I wanted to release that, but they were like, "Hey, that's a copyrighted image. You got to change it." Yada yada yada. So I was like, "All right, fine, I understand that." But once I changed all that, we got it out. But yeah, Ditto releases ever. If you have a fucking Peloton exercise device, you can stream us on your Peloton. Like it
Ooh.
goes everywhere.
Fancy. I like that.
And like I said, for $20 a year for unlimited releases, you can't beat that. Every place else I looked is more expensive than that. They generally charge by the platform you want to release on. Ditto is like, nope, we'll put it everywhere. So it's pretty cool.
Keep
I highly recommend
100% of the royalties you earn and all the rights to your music.
It's awesome. I love it, and I highly recommend it to any local musician who wants to get their music out. That's where I would say to go.
All right. Thanks for the helpful tidbit, brother.
Yeah, do it that way.
Now, I'm wondering, are you going to submit the Dank movie to festivals at all?
I haven't thought about it.
Well, why
I'm
not?
certainly not opposed to it, but I have not even looked into those channels.
'Cause I feel like maybe Fangoria would be like, best first film or something.
Okay.
You know?
Conversations we can definitely have because I'm not opposed to it. I'm not familiar with them. Music has always been my first thing. Movies has kind of been a secondary thing. So, or anything with film, regardless of movie, podcast, whatever. So
yeah, show it down there, South by Southwest.
Yeah, if we can figure out how to get it in there, I'm down.
And shit, I mean, David Fincher and Todd Phillips both started out doing music videos and then eventually became the best directors working today.
Yeah, let's discuss it on the side. I'm down.
Cool.
Okay, I have to fill in a blank and I have to ask this question. What's that dude from Pull Out and Run doing today? I thought he was making movies or something.
Yeah, so they're finishing up filming a movie called The Talent Process. I'll shout that out, but I'm not going to give too much details because it's not my place.
Well, I was asking because that might be a way for you to, make a if he has some connections, maybe he can send you in the right direction with your movie.
He's doing what's it called? TiVo or Plex or whatever. I've looked into Plex. Plex is you have to set up your own server and host your own movie. Right. I'm not willing to go to that much effort. That's quite a bit. But he's doing stuff. He's got a couple of things on Amazon, but he's also got, again, we filmed a TV series, if you will, a couple of years ago.
What is
called The Barn, which is on YouTube. It's on that our Barn channel. There's a playlist called The Barn TV Show.
I've got it pulled up still. Playlist.
Yeah,
I gotten like 3 views.
We submitted that to Amazon. Amazon's the easiest to submit to. The problem is, you
need to diversify your bonds.
Yeah, your social views and casting have to be correct, if you will.
Yeah, you don't fit a narrative, white boy.
Correct. So
check this out. Speaking of that, you know what your video says when it comes up?
Oh no, what is that?
This video may be inappropriate for some users.
Click it. Click it.
That's how my
Click it.
music is. To listen to my music, you have to
Oh,
click it
no.
twice.
Click it twice.
Oh no! But yeah, we filmed it.
What episode was it? Was it episode
Is that episode 1?
I don't
can't
know.
see
Let
it.
me get back over there. Yes, episode 1. Welcome to the
Oh.
barn.
Wow. The fact that it says that.
So this
Oh,
is
there it
also my band. This is a song called "The Wanderer." It's about Fallout.
That's a beautiful shot right there. That's good cinematography.
I was gonna
Thank
say,
you.
That song actually came out pretty well.
So yeah, we had that. I submitted the whole show to Amazon. They said the same thing. Your cast is not diverse enough for our platform.
Yeah, so you need a one-legged circus midget, and
you gotta have a black gay hermaphrodite, or I don't know. They don't specify.
But hey, let's
you need to have a war veteran that's deaf, that's also half mermaid.
Yes.
I get it, but let's go to the positives of what the product we did put out, which is, all the music in the show was local band music. Like I had friends in bands, and we always asked them for permission to use their music, and so they all graciously said, "Yeah, use our music." So
Kick ass.
and that was one thing I wanted to do, was use local music in our stuff.
Hell yeah, we all succeed when we work together, baby.
Yeah.
And the thing was kind of fucking corny, but I mean, it was something to do, and I mean, whatever,
Yeah, whatever.
Somebody had to fucking do it, right?
Right.
That's what we do, man. Something to do.
Yeah.
When I first started doing video, and you guys are way better, I've had different things go on, but when I first started doing video, and some of those videos are on this channel at Outlaw Video TV, it's just crazy videos of my kids and stuff.
Right.
What, like from concert bands playing out here or something?
On this channel too, yeah. I've got videos on this channel going back about 15 years.
Oh, like you were out here videoing or something?
No, I don't have any videos on this channel from Dead Dog Barns. No, I was just, you were saying, hey, it gives you something to do.
Yeah.
And that's how it is when you're figuring this shit out. You just got to do shit.
Yeah, basically,
But you guys have been packing them in over there and helping local music for a long time, Roger. So major props to you guys, and I'd love to see you get back to doing more of it.
We want to, man, but like I said, we're gonna need more
support from the bands.
People power. People power is more of the word I'd like to use without offending people. I would
people power.
I would normally say manpower, but I mean,
just spread the word. Just spread the word.
People power.
Yeah, and then you got to have the audience too, because what's the point of everybody getting together and doing shit if nobody's.
Where is the audience? Let's see you in the comments.
Yeah,
When's the next episode behind the red car coming out?
Well, we haven't decided on when we're gonna start releasing our season out yet. We're kind of like, I like to put things under into the bucket and get them done, go over them, look at them, and decide what order we want to put them in, regardless of what order they happened in. You know what I mean?
Figure out who's gonna cut them up for TikTok.
Hey, man, if that brings in 100 more viewers, I mean, it's worth a shot at looking at.
Right. That's we got to bring young people into the game. There's not enough young people in the game.
Yeah. Most of the people that I know are 30s hitting 40s and pushing 50s and 60s and shit.
Oh, that's what they get tired of sweating out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot as fuck during the summer.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Just take another shot. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we're gonna fucking do it, man. Just don't know when, don't know, who. We got the where, we just don't know why. And
Well, I want to say that the sweaty clubs where I've seen bands have been the best shows. We used to Jerry Warden, Elmo Jones Productions. He had a club called Tombstone Factory for quite a while. It's funny because he had that show, the place Rascals, where he did, I don't know, 20, 30 shows or something. But he had Tombstone Factory going for a few years, and not as many people talk about it, but more people saw shows there. But anyway, it's just it's a sweaty hole in the wall building. Hell, I saw Crow Mags there.
Oh fuck yeah, love the Cro-Mags.
Mm-hmm. Good old sweaty building, man. Sweating it out with everybody.
Man, you guys remember?
Yeah, just sweating, rocking it out.
Smoking our weed and drinking our booze. Yeah,
Remember
slamming our
band-
girls, banging against the wall.
Remember a band called Pure Genius? Anybody?
Do
No?
not.
Nope. Hey, we're an interesting band. You remember the Mad Mexicans?
Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, they always played with those guys, man. They're, I mean, you're talking. I'm thinking like 2005, 6 area.
Yeah, dude. Johnny, their guitarist, good guy, real good guy.
Yeah, they're fucking fun.
Yeah, I think he played with Blitzed, and I want to say he plays with Rise Against the Machine now.
Wow, is that a Rage cover? Obviously.
I would assume they would be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And you know what? I talked to them. They get paid way more than any of us do.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Fuckers.
Sons of bitches.
Hey,
man, don't knock it.
The trick is to do both. If you have to lift your skirt, slut yourself out with a cover band while you're doing your original music, I get that, man. But if your focus is covers, hey, I get that too. Have a great time. Tribute your ass.
Hey, making music's making music,
Yeah.
Fucking everybody talks shit about that fucking Greta Van Fleet band, but hey, it's young kids playing the old style, man. I mean, what's wrong with that?
All right.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with Kingdom Come either. Carmen Apiece on drums.
Mm-hmm.
So before I head out, I gotta ask everybody. I gotta ask everybody in the room over there in South Dallas, how do you want to be remembered?
I don't have a fucking answer for that, man.
That's a good question, man. Really is.
Well, think about it.
Yep. I don't really have one there, man.
No.
Yeah, man.
Sorry. I was trying to get some insightful shit out of you.
Yes. The way I see it, everything. Hopefully, I wish to be remembered for everything we do to basically get the word out with bands and everything else that we do.
Very good. Hell yeah.
Well, you're doing that tonight. Thank you for taking the time to do it with us.
Right? Yeah, man. We really appreciate y'all hanging out with your boys over here at Blow Your Brains Out with Ricky Warden and Dave Jarvis. It's about.
I shared the link once today, and I got flagged for it. I guess because of the name.
On Facebook? Yeah. Which social media?
Yeah. It was Facebook, man. I got flagged and asked me if I wanted to argue, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's
man,
the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's okay. We've encountered shit like that before.
I'm used to it.
Yeah. Well, on behalf of myself, Ricky, thank y'all very much. Roger, Ben, Pud, Ronnie, I know you're out there. Joby, Sin, if you're watching, Ray, all you beautiful people. I've always enjoyed hanging out over at the barn. And thank y'all very much for giving us a very awesome, in-depth profile of what it's like over there, man. Thank you very much.
All right, man. We'll see y'all.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night.
See you guys again.
Later on.
Come back and hang out a while.
Right?
Anytime, fellas. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, brother.
Have you heard this band?
I have not, but I'm gonna eat this grilled salmon and enjoy it.
I don't care and you don't know where we are, where we go. And you don't know if you don't see. I keep you locked in a dream. Your smile shines so bright, and you don't know I'll kill that light. You won't know if I lie. And here we are, with what remains of a broken heart and a scarred face. And you keep coming back, hoping maybe that you'll find something to make you stay. You can go, I don't care, 'cause I can find you anywhere, yeah. You can change your face and name. Let's make this a game, baby. You wanna see the chase, the chase. You think you know me, but don't you know, baby? You only see what I want you to. It's not my fault if you think it's true. I'm not the girl you think you know. My heart is made of stone. I'll hunt you down and leave you cold. You can go, I don't care, 'cause I can find you anywhere, yeah. You can change your face and name.
Got some busted.
Let's make this a game, baby. You wanna see the chase, the chase. I know when you think that I'm crazy, yeah. Or maybe I'm just selfish, or maybe I'm just narcissistic, but I can't make you stay. You can try and run away, but babe, I'm on the chase. You can go, I don't care, 'cause I can find you anywhere, yeah. You can change your face and name. Let's make this a game, baby. You wanna see the chase, the chase.
All right, there it is. There it is. Perfect little song by Dave Jarvis and Katie Lynn.
Oh, X610 chill. Thank y'all very much, fellas.
Oh, you're welcome, Ben. Thank you, man. Make yourselves at home. You guys ever have anything you want to drop by and share?
Will do.
All right. See you next time.
Thank you.